Welcome viewers, a push through Donald Trump's legal professionals to appoint a distinctive master in the Mar-a-Lago files case has shortly misplaced its fundamental utility, with an appeals courtroom restoring the Justice Department's get right of entry to the archives with labeled markings. Halting the Justice Department's overview of these archives and by using extensions slowing its crook probe of Trump seemed to be its integral aim. Before we proceed, kindly take a moment of your valuable time to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for latest updates from us. In the end, it offered about 2 weeks really worth of delay. But exclusive grasp Raymond J. Deary is nonetheless here as he presses ahead with a less consequential evaluation of all of the different documents. And now Trump's attorneys are contending with a sequence of very public and probably embarrassing exchanges induced by means of the one-of-a-kind grasp they themselves encouraged for the post. First, Deary did something that Trump-nominated U.S. District Judge Aileen M. Cannon, for some reason, hadn't definitely urged Trump's criminal crew on its recommendations that Trump may have declassified the documents. That's now beside the point to Deary's review, with these files no longer underneath his purview. But their failure to grant any actual proof that declassification took area or to echo Trump's public assurances that he had declassified all of the files used to be rebuked first by using Deary and then, quickly thereafter, through the Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit. The three-judge panel, which blanketed 2 different Trump nominees to the bench again and again, mentioned that Trump's legal professionals had furnished no such proof and added, in a rebuke to Cannon's prison reasoning, that it used to be irrelevant. The document's classification popularity has no bearing on whether or not Trump has a non-public activity in them, the judges ruled, rendering that query a purple herring anyway. The 3 practicable crimes the Dodge has stated it is investigating additionally don't require the files to have been declassified. The judges prominently noted the distinct master's inquiries on this situation and dominated in such a way that should render any enchantment to the Supreme Court greater difficult. And now comes any other headache for the Trump prison team, courtesy of Deary. In an order Thursday, Deary pressed Trump's attorneys on some other of Trump's repeated pointers about what clearly went down. The still baseless principle that the FBI may have planted evidence. That hypothesis was once lodged very rapidly after the search of Mar-a-Lago, now not simply by using Trump, however additionally through some of his lawyers. It regularly wasn't mentioned as at once, as the declassification declare purely elevating the opportunity and died down for a whilst earlier than Trump pointed in that course once more Wednesday. In an interview with Fox News host Sean Hannity, Trump asked, did they drop something into these piles of substances taken from Mar-a-Lago, or did they do it later? But Deary curiously isn't going to let it fester. In his new order, he says Trump's legal professionals should post by way of September 30 whether or not there was once something on the government's stock listing that was once not seized from the premises on that August 8 search or is incorrectly described. Deary provides that this will be the Trump felony team's final opportunity to increase such disputes. It's the first time Trump's legal professionals have been at once charged with accounting for Trump's out-of-court claims, given there was once eventually no want for Deary to pressure a response on the declassification issue. In each cases, it used to be clear there was once no proper proof to lower back this up. If it existed, there was once adequate probability to existing it, even if Cannon proved conspicuously incurious. That shouldn't have stopped them from claiming declassification greater broadly, of course. They would possibly say that they can't conclude based totally on the stock list and accept get admission to the documents, whether or not there are any discrepancies. But if they don't at least provide a huge statement that something may have been planted, that will once more communicate volumes about the veracity of their clients and even some of his lawyers' baseless public innuendo. Trump himself has apparently backed off the notion that he may want to show the advice that something had been planted at some point of the search. What is your honest take about this video? Please drop your comments below and thanks for